Happy New Year! Oh, this was like a confetti thing.
Yep. I was gonna throw my phone, bro.
That's dangerous. Yeah. Yo, what's up? This is Three Sweet Productions. All the magicians we got today. All the magicians. I'm DREMAGIX.
I'm Masato.
Rocky.
And we are here with Magic Monday. We are talking about your magician-based New Year's resolutions. Because as a magician, there's always more shit you want to do, right?
Right.
So what are some of the things? Let's start over here. Just give me one.
Book more.
Book more?
Book more.
Oh, like get more gigs.
Yeah.
I was like, he needs to read more books.
Yeah,
like
that too.
get more gigs.
Get more gigs for sure. I kind of took the back seat of booking gigs and kind of just focused on my one show that I'm trying to get at the castle.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of that's all taking a back seat. But now I think I got it in. I submitted it. It's not in my hands anymore. I'm just get some gigs going.
Nice. How about you, Rocky?
You almost stole my answer, bro. I'm kind of on the same tip, bro. Just not even start booking again, bro. Like, I stopped. Like I said, got out of it, bro. And
you stopped for a little bit, right?
Yeah,
because
bro.
of your family.
Exactly, with the family and everything. But I need to get out there and start, networking and get back out there again, bro. So that's my number one probably New Year's resolution is start doing more gigs again, bro. Start getting out there, So,
Need that.
Yeah.
I think for mine, I think I need to write more. Like I have all these shows written, but actually putting them into action, right? As magicians, you write all these things and you write all these like routines and sets, but actually getting the props and rehearsing them, and that's just a whole nother beast altogether, right?
Yeah.
What do you think are some of the resolutions that a lot of magicians have, other than booking, obviously, right? Because everyone wants to book more.
Yeah.
What are
Get their first gig.
Get their first
Yeah,
gig?
a lot
No,
of them
really
don't wanna
though.
get their first,
Yeah, some like magicians that are starting off, like getting their first gig was like a big step. So what's your advice to that?
Just to do it, man. You're never. I mean, dude. No matter what, bro. Can never be like ready enough. No matter what, you just gotta get out there and do it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because probably a lot of people are like it comes down to like nervous or something comes up. They don't know if they have the right effects or if they're gonna do the right effects. But they just gotta get out there and do it, bro. And that'll all work itself out. You know.
Just drop a bunch of cards.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't book no more. What about you? What's your advice? For like
don't be
people
worried about how big your first job is.
Yeah. Or if it's pain, maybe. If it's like a pain, what do you think about?
Yeah. It's like the. For some people, like your first car. Don't expect the Porsche out of it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be kind of shitty at first, but it's a lot of lessons you learn. That's gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna do this. I shouldn't do this, and I definitely won't be working this type of gigs anymore.
So what are the lessons you learned from your first gig?
I don't remember my first gig.
Dang, that long, pro?
Yes.
That's how hot in here, bro.
It is. It's the lights.
That's it, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
Practice a lot.
Practice a lot?
Practice a lot. I mean, you get out there and you perform for people, but when it's actually your actual thing, make sure you have like what you're gonna do down, not just let me show you a couple things.
Yeah, I think people preparing for their first gig that kind of they overlook both sides of it, right? Because it's technical, but it's actually a very social art that we do, right? So on the one hand, you have to practice so much that you can do it in your sleep, right? But then there's that other side of it where you actually have to practice how you interact with people and practice how you talk to people, right?
Some
and you
people
can't.
are awkward, right? Going to talk, just talking to people.
Yeah. So what are some other common New Year's resolutions other magicians might have?
Maybe get the effects that they do down. I guess limit their effects. I guess perfect certain maybe effects. What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
like
Perfect effect.
You know when you have like 1,000 effects, you go out and you have all these
Yeah.
freaking effects. Maybe some just want to settle, master a few, man, and just be able to do gigs with just like.
I think
few
the
things.
broader line, just re-saying what I said and you're saying it too, just practice your shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because I guess,
That's all it is.
life happens all the time, so you step away from practice or something, just bust out the deck, do the coin, pull out the book, whatever it is you do, just practice.
Yeah.
That's what I definitely need to do this year. Just practice a lot more.
Just practice more, rehearse.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Good.
No, I was gonna say back to what Dre said too. Yeah, you could practice all you want, like in your room, but I think just the interaction with people, getting out there and actually doing it in front of people, you know. That's why even though I stay out of it, like I don't perform like gigs, when I'm at work or no matter where I am, bro, even at work all the time, where I try to stay in front of people doing it, you know, constantly, just doing it, bro, because to keep me, even though I'm at like not doing it for gigs, it's just I'm still in front of people performing.
Yeah, you're still practicing
too,
exactly
like,
with real people.
Exactly.
That's actually better than actually performing at home. I mean, like practicing at home.
Yeah.
You can actually get reactions. Mm-hmm. You learn your applause cues and your like laugh lines and all the pauses and stuff. Right. One thing as a magician, I mean, like, okay, so that's kind of the beginner magician, right? What about like the more intermediate magician? What do you think they can do, or like a resolution they might have, or what was one of the resolutions you might have when you were like maybe like a year or two in, right?
Better gigs, like hire more money, you know what I mean? Get better paying,
like more paid.
Yeah, and then also too, another big thing is this, bro. Doing social media, bro. Getting out there on you know what I mean? Doing stuff like filming, doing stuff like that, you know. But
there's like a different world, right? Like, because when we started, there was no Instagram, there was nothing like that.
Yeah.
But now, it's easier. It's easier to get booked. You just got to put the stuff out there.
Yeah, putting it out there, yeah, and just networking with the right people, bro. Trying to get out there and like, as opposed to doing your first gig, now you're out there, you're doing it. You want to try to keep it coming. You know what I mean? Trying to network as much people as you want, and just master your stuff, dude.
So I figure like maybe a year or two in, you gotta kind of find a niche for yourself, right? Because no matter who you are, you can do everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So what would you say your niche is?
I'm a charming, funny guy.
Yeah, I see that. And you're like very dapper when you perform, like with the suit and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for me, for example, I'm the like very smart ass. Like I'm not afraid of anyone. Like I'll shoot at you on stage in front of people, right? Sure, but it's like I have to be charming enough to like have them be okay with it.
Yeah.
So they don't like beat me up on stage. So I think finding a niche, and also your performing niche, right? Like for example, for me, in LA, I perform at a lot of Asian events, a lot of Filipino events, but also like the open mic scene. All those cats kind of like fuck with me. You know what I mean? Right. And then you do a lot of like side shows at the Castle or like corporate or stuff like that, and I'm more like college work, right? So what would you say your niche is, or like what would you want your niche to be, and how can you get there? Because I know that's kind of where you're at right now, right? Like
I want to start doing more gigs. Like for a while, I was doing gigs, you know, here doing, but my thing is I want to get out there, bro, doing like street stuff, like doing filming and but I do want to do gigs too, but I want to get more just like crazy like, you know,
like the David Blaine style.
Yeah, but
reactions.
Just getting real reactions, right? And like I said,
like that kind of film work. Not necessarily his style of performing.
Yeah.
But his like reactions and stuff like that.
Right, exactly. And then just another thing you said as a resolution, my another resolution would be, as opposed to for me anyway, is to get better at scripting my magic. Coming up with scripts for magic. That's another thing. Like I know a whole bunch of, you know, you can know a bunch of effects, but one thing that I need to get better at and is just scripting my magic coming up.
Yeah, scripting is a big deal. I think that's one of the things that like I do a lot of.
Right.
But I think that's why we all work together so well, is because like you're good at building shit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you're good at like the magic, that secret part, and I'm like the script.
Yeah.
Right. Sure. So I mean, like whenever we collaborate, it works out really well for us. You know what I mean? Okay, so as a veteran kind of magician, what would be a big like thing you should work on? I mean, like booking is the obvious number one, right? Because everyone, like we said, everyone wants more work, everyone wants more money, obviously. Mm-hmm. But what's the what's in terms of improvement, I guess?
I don't know if we touched on it. Maybe we did. Networking. You do a lot more of that.
Like
just because
there's two different sides though, right? Because they're like magic networks, and there's like networks that'll get you paid, right?
I mean, I think it's the same.
You think so?
Yeah, just networking out there, period. Because that's just gonna get you. That's gonna get you the gigs, and that's also like, you know, that's gonna get these jamming sessions. That's gonna get the practice in.
Yeah, I see that, but I figure like you won't book a lot of gigs try to network with a bunch of magicians. That's just my experience.
True.
But also, I don't hang with a bunch of magicians, right? Like, you guys are, and a few other ones. They're the ones I hang out with.
What do you think, man? Dre? Like, what do you think as far as, like, I know you said for a more seasoned magician, like, doing shows, what do you think is some resolutions for one that's done? Like, what would you...
For me, I know for sure one resolution I have is, stop trying to conform to what magic is supposed to be, right? Like, or how you're supposed to approach your career.
Yeah.
Because I know, and then you've kind of taken that route, right? Where it's like, I'm gonna do magic. I'm gonna be a member of the castle, and I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that as of right now.
Yeah.
And there's no reason. Like, I'm fine. Like, the castle's great, right?
Yeah.
But it's just, I think my path is different in the sense of I'm going to these community things. I'm doing open mic stuff. I'm doing all this stuff. So I think a big stopping point for me is, like, there's no right or wrong answer to how you should bring your career, right? Like, because being against the grain of that whole culture, especially living in LA.
Yeah.
Right? In LA, the castle is the place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me being kind of not doing that because of, you know, whatever financial or whatever it is, right? Just finding my own way and being okay with that. Because, you know, you get this, like, imposter syndrome of, like, oh, am I really a magician if I'm not at the
member at the castle?
Yeah.
Right. And I used to be, I mean, like, I was a member, and then I stopped.
You were a member, right? See, I was never, it's funny, dude, because I think that a lot of times...
Yeah, the imposter syndrome, right? It's so real.
I swear.
Why
are you attacking me?
right. But also, like, yeah, there's more than one path. You don't have to do it, especially if you're just starting off, right? Like, you don't have to dip the $800 or whatever it is to be a member, but you should work on yourself. You should work on yourself, and maybe later down the line they'll notice you for, you know, without having to be a member.
I don't even necessarily for that reason, but I think for even when you are a member, like I've been sort of like, you're able to get out and perform a lot in front of people. You know, it's a good pride. You're able to get out, get a safe spot, and it's just good work, bro, to get out there and practice whatever you're practicing, working on.
For sure.
A good chance to get out there and try it out to see how it's working, how it plays in front of people. So that's the main reason why I kind of wanted, like, you know, to just...
Yeah, like I said, there is no right or wrong, because I know the castle, you do get a bunch of stage time. That's not...
Yeah.
It's not up for debate. I mean, it's available to you, right? But it's kind of different, because those people are there to see magic, right? And that's very different from what you're saying is the street ambush style, which is like you're stopping someone and they're not expecting to see anything.
Yeah.
And the open mic style where they're trying to be entertained, but maybe they're there for something else, right?
Yeah.
They want to hear music or they want to listen to poetry.
Yeah.
And then you're just there like, oh shit, pick a card.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
But no matter what it is, definitely New Year's is the time where everyone is working on themselves, especially in the beginning, right? Like, if you believe in that culture or not, everyone says that new year, new me shit.
Yeah.
And even if you're around it, it makes you just want to better yourself, right? So
the first 30 days.
Yeah,
it's like I'm on it for the first 30 days, and after that, it's like, damn, what happened?
Fun fact: that's when gym memberships spike. Is in January.
Probably, bro. Everybody has
dude. Yeah,
sure.
And they all fall off in like March-ish.
Dude, not surprised by that at all, dude. 100%.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I got one already. Dude,
oh, you went early?
No,
you went early?
So you'll give up by the time January hits.
January hits.
There you go. You're like, I did my resolution, or maybe this is your resolution, but from last January.
Yeah.
From January 2019.
I gotta keep it up.
Over. You're just getting it. You're just getting to it right now.
At least you're getting to it.
Hey man, some people don't do it at all, dude. Come on.
Yeah,
bro.
that's. I mean, you know, that's really admirable.
Hey, bro, in case they see, bro, on camera, like, these two guys with the decks, man, shuffling them nonstop, man, like, you know,
my he can't, because he,
accident at work today, man, handicapped, man, so, you know.
No, he tried to steal a trick, so he...
Yeah, exactly, we got my finger, bro.
We nipped that up real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, those are our New Year's resolutions as a magician. Let us know in the comments below what you guys are kind of working on as a magician, or even as a person. You don't got to be a magician to watch this stuff.
Nope.
You just need to find it interesting or be kind of bored. Other than that,
second part.
Yeah,
really
right. Just comment. like the video if you like the video. If you don't like the video, just like the video. You know what I mean?
What do you guys lose?
If you don't, we'll break Rocky's other fingers. And also hit the bell so you can know when we put out more stuff.
Yeah,
right?
Pretty much.
All right. Well, my name is DREMAGIX.
Rocky.
I'm Masato.
And we will see you next time.
Later.
See, I'm doing the thumbs now because I'm trying to stop doing the guns.
I don't know why I'm pointing, you know?
We all have our things.
Hey, what's up? You want to watch more cool stuff on 3 Seats Productions? Check out Geek Sand. Just kidding. I'm talking about Nerd Dirt.